Welcome, everyone, to our New Testament reading in a year. This is day number 6. I'm Pastor Kevin from Woodcrest Methodist, and here we go. Luke chapter 6. On a Sabbath, he passed through the grain fields. His disciples were picking heads of grain, rubbing them with their hands, and eating them. But some of the Pharisees said, "Why are you doing what is not lawful on the Sabbath?" Jesus answered them, "Haven't you read what David and those who were with him did when they were hungry, how he entered the house of God and took and ate the sacred bread, which is not lawful but for any but the priest to eat? He even gave some to those who were with him. Then he told them, the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath." On another Sabbath, he entered the synagogue and was teaching. A man was there whose right hand was paralyzed. The scribes and Pharisees were watching him closely to see if he would heal on the Sabbath. But they could find no charge against him. But he knew their thoughts and told the man with the paralyzed hand, "Get up and stand here." So he got up, stood there. Then Jesus said to them, "I ask you, is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or to do evil, to save life or destroy it?" After looking around at them, he told him, "Stretch your hand out." He did so, and his hand was restored. They, however, were filled with rage and started discussing with one another what they might do to Jesus. During those days, he went out to the mountain and prayed and spent all night in prayer. When daylight came, he summoned his disciples. He chose 12 of them. He also named them apostles: Simon, who he also named Peter, and Andrew his brother, James and John, Philip and Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James the son of Alphaeus, and Simon called the Zealot, Judas the son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became the traitor. After coming down with them, he stood on the level place with a large crowd of his disciples and a great multitude of people from all Judea and all Jerusalem and from the sea coast of Tyre and Sidon. They came to hear him and to be healed of their diseases. And those tormented by unclean spirits were made well. The whole crowd was trying to touch him because of the power coming from him and healing them all. Then he looked up at his disciples. He said, "Blessed are you who are poor, because the kingdom of God is yours. Blessed are you who are hungry, because you will be filled. Blessed are you who weep now, because you will laugh. Blessed are you when people hate you, when they exclude you, insult you, and slander your name as evil, because of the Son of Man. Rejoice in the day and leap for joy. Take note. Your reward is great in heaven, because this is the way their ancestors used to treat their prophets. But to you who are rich, because you have received your comfort, woe to you who are full now, because you will be hungry. Woe to you who are laughing now, because you will mourn and weep. Woe to you when all people speak well of you, because this is the way their ancestors used to treat the false prophets. But I say to you who listen, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. If any hits you on the cheek, offer the other also. And if any takes away your coat, don't hold back your shirt either. Give to everyone who asks from you, and from the one who takes away your things, don't ask for them back. Just as you want others to do for you, do the same for them. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. If you do what is good to those who are good to you, what credit is that you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those whom you expect to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners who repay in full. But love your enemies, do what is good, and lend, expecting nothing in return. Then your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for he is gracious to the ungrateful and evil. Be merciful, just as your Father also is merciful. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. It will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. He also told them a parable. Can the blind guide the blind? Won't they both fall into the pit? A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone who is fully trained will be just like his teacher. Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but don't notice the log in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, Brother, let me take out the speck that is in your eye, when you yourself don't see the log in your own eye? Hypocrite! First, take out the log in your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take out the speck in your brother's eye. A good tree doesn't produce bad fruit. On the other hand, a bad tree does produce good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. Figs aren't gathered from thorn bushes, or grapes picked from bramble bushes. A good man produces good out of the good storeroom of his heart. An evil man produces evil out of the evil storeroom of his mouth, for his mouth speaks from the overflow of his heart. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and don't do the things I say? I will show you what someone is like who comes to me, hears my words, and acts on them. He is like a man building a house who dug deep and laid the foundation on rock. When the flood came, the river crashed against the house, and it could not shake it, because it was well built. But the one who hears and does not act is like a man who built his house on the ground without a foundation. The river crashed against it, and immediately it collapsed, and the destruction of that house was great. Friends, that's Luke chapter 6. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.